What's up, guys? It's Bax, and we're here with episode 7 of Coach Caustic. I actually have Detonated here, and he's somebody that I have watched previously. I think it was the 3rd episode, but I told you guys that once I watch you once, if you want to send in a submission later, once you've, practiced a little bit more, taken what I said in the first video and kind of gotten a refresher from it, and use those things to, make yourself better, to send in another submission to me so I can see how far you've come from the first time. So this is his second submission. We're going to get right into it, and we're going to see if his trap placement has improved, his gunplay has improved, just everything in general. So let's see how he does. He's got that nice Mastiff. He's got traps set up everywhere for himself. Little ult in there to zone him out. This aim too, sir. Oof. The ult wasn't too bad. Just a little bit of whiffs there, but that's not, that's not anything to freak out about, Sometimes you whiff. I whiff sometimes too. There's another one just laying it right on top of a team. That was good tracing through the gas as well. And now you kind of have all day to play around here. That was a good trap over there just to stop them from progressing even further. Because your ult had been out for a while. That was a good ult. We're seeing a lot of aggressive traps here, but he's throwing them in places where he shouldn't have to worry too much about getting run up on. He's not throwing them in a place that's going to get him killed while he's throwing the trap. Ooh. You made up for it. You made up for your aim a minute ago. In that clip right there. You made up for it. You don't even have to worry. Definitely good placement of ults and traps so far. You're not throwing traps where that's dangerous. I don't know if you have a team on you. Not really much of a point in throwing an ult and then a trap inside of the ult. It looks to me like you're throwing a little bit too many traps here. Ooh, that actually kind of scared me, dude. When a Hemlock gets to shooting like that, it can be scary. I probably wouldn't have thrown as many traps right there. A little bit overkill on the traps. Not the worst thing ever, though. And your ult was if you have time to trap, if you have time to trap in a situation like that, there really is no point in throwing an ult if all of your team makes it inside. So when you threw that ult right here, it seemed more of like a panic ult than anything else, because you got a trap over on this side. If you were gonna throw a trap, it should have been the side you're standing on. You should have thrown the trap there, and you should have ulted the other door, especially if your teammates aren't there yet, because as you saw, like in this building right here, that's how I like to play it, because it's obviously easier to fight the team on your side than it is to shoot across while you're trying to deal with the door. But you have your teammates coming. The ult seemed like it was just a little bit, too preemptive, and you could have definitely waited to use that before you needed to pop an ult there. But not the worst thing ever, especially since I think you had gold. Yeah, you have like all gold everything, so you'll get the ult back pretty quickly. But I would try to save those ults in those situations. There's another one too. I don't want to nitpick on this too much, but if you have traps and they're not going to be able to push you, there's really no point in throwing the gas. I think you were just panicking there because you got blitzed up so much. But if you have a gas trap, they can't really push in. And if you're going to throw this ult, you might as well get it out the door. Because where you placed it, it does go out the door a bit, but you might as well cover that entire platform that they're standing on out there. I could tell you were just kind of panicking because you got 1 HP left. And you needed to just toss that out there. Again, not like the worst thing ever. And they're not going to be able to push you anytime soon. And with gold, you'll be able to full heal up. Oof, they really tried, man. They really tried. Ooh, nice little PK. Okay. Dude, I miss the Peacekeeper so much. On a side note, I know that has nothing to do with Coach Caustic, but dude, I miss it. Alright, so let's see. You got 2 squads left. The end zone here is this is not bad for Caustic. I would actually kind of like this, because you got care packages down. You have all these bins to play around. That was a good defensive trap right there for yourself. Hard to shoot those out. Looks like you got another Caustic fighting you. Perfect. You can shoot those out in that situation. You did nothing wrong here. In that situation, you can shoot those out or you can pop them, depending on what your teammate's doing. Because if your teammate's really far over here, you can actually use that trap to your advantage to go stand in it and make it hard for the enemies to see you. But it doesn't. What you did, it's not bad or worse. It's just a thing to think about. Let's see if this ult's a dime, though. How many 6s are we about to see? 1. We got 1 person breathing it in. They do have a Caustic, so you only had a chance to see 2. Unless there's only 2 of them on that squad. Dude, somebody is burning up. Okay, they were knocked. I was wondering why they didn't just get out of that. Let's see. I think you're against another Caustic now. But you still have a squad. Okay, never mind. Your teammate just killed the last one. Okay, so it's a Jibby, and unless that... No, the Caustic wouldn't have been dying on the floor. So it's a Jibby and a Caustic. You guys are in a 2v2. That's a good idea. To put traps down like that when the bubble's up, that was a good idea. The bubble went away, but it was still a good idea. Because it allows the trap to form, and there's nothing they can do about it because of the Jibby dome. Unless they walk out of the dome. Oof. Did you shoot your own trap out there? Ooh, I think so. Just like, yep, as you were going up. I hate doing that so much. That's so unfortunate. That or, like, right as you shot the enemy shot at it. It was just really good timing. Kind of unfortunate you weren't really able to do much damage there while your teammate was getting knocked. Okay, knock. Oh, the boy made the red Evo swap play onto the Jibby. You remember that? I was wondering why you were running over there. I didn't see you place that down. Damn, dude, that was a good armor swap. Kind of risky because that guy could have killed you while you were running over, but it worked out for you in the end. I would say there, stay up on that high ground and just fight down. I know they were kind of beaming you, but just take the fight, beam them back. Let's see what this man ended with damage and kill wise. Nice 2K, 11 kills. Okay, I see you. That was a good ending. I was kind of confused what you were doing there for a second, and then you picked up that red Evo, and then you took that fight 1v1 with the Jibby. That was scary because Jibby's arm shields are honestly really scary for us Caustics because Jibby and Caustic are both so big, you know, in that 1v1, if everyone's hitting their shots, that Jibby gets a little bit of extra damage he gets to take over a Caustic. So you got to make everything count. But overall, I think your trap placement, the ults, I would say maybe think about ults a little bit more. But your traps, you never really threw any traps that I overwhelmingly thought were like going to get you killed. You threw traps quickly. You kind of flicked them out. It reminded me a little bit of Captain because of how you were just flicking them out from cover while you were moving around. I think your trap placement is a lot better than last time. And your trap placement was good last time too. I think I remember saying your traps were well placed. A couple of your ults here were questionable, but a couple of them were good. So you're not like doing terrible by any means. I would just think hold on to those ults a little bit more sometimes and use them a little bit, just a teeny bit in better situations, because even when you threw that ultimate down in that last fight, that's something I might do too, right? Because you want to see if you can get all of them. But if you're not going to aggress a team in a squad v squad situation with your ult, you might as well just save it, because you could have kept it for that Jibby at the end, threw it directly on him, and then just fried him while he was standing in the middle of it, and there'd be nothing you could do about it. But yeah, man, I mean, other than that little bit of whiffing at the start, and you made a joke about your aim, you're beaming, and your traps are good. Your movement is good. You know how to move around with cover, which is perfect. And your ults are for the most part, I mean, they're spot on. You're using them for a reason. And at the end of the day, I can tell why you used any of your ults. None of them were really just absolutely worthless. So I would say just think about your ults a teeny bit more, but other than that, your ults are fine. And so are your traps. Everything is, you're looking good here. You got, obviously everyone can improve a little bit more, right? But you're still doing, pretty well. And I think that with barely any adjustment, you're going to be absolutely dominating. I mean, you got 11 kills here. I don't know if you don't have a 20 bomb already on Caustic, but with that kind of gameplay, you could definitely be hitting a 20 bomb sometime soon, man. So everyone watching, Detonated, I appreciate it. I think last time I called you like Detonxted, and I'm an idiot. I didn't realize that it was supposed to be Detonated. But I hope you guys learned from this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys saw anything I missed or think that I said something that was unfair, let me know. I love reading what you guys have to say. Regardless, I hope you guys are having a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.